All right, hi there everybody. I am going to start this remote learning with my first screen recording, a review of simplifying radicals. This is something that you did in Algebra 1, but I just want to make sure we review it before we get into the next topic because you'll be using it frequently there. So what I mean by this is if I gave you radical 36 and I asked you to simplify, you would tell me, oh, that's easy, it's just 6, because 6 times 6 is 36. Now, I give you a different, slightly more challenging one, and I say, what is the square root of 18? Now, there are different ways to do this. I'm going to show you my way. If you have your own way, feel free to do that, but here we go. I know that rad 18 can be written as the square root of 9 times the square root of 2. Okay? The reason I chose 9 and 2 is because 9 is a perfect square, and I know that a perfect square is easily simplified. So if I take the square root of 9, I end up with 3. Can't take the square root of 2, so I just leave it as a square root of 2. And that is my simplified answer if asked to simplify rad 18. Okay? So I'm always looking for the largest perfect square that goes in. So let's try the next one. You know what? Before we do that, some of you might find it useful to jot down the perfect squares. So I'm going to jot it down on the side. 1 times 1 is 1, but that won't really help you. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9, right? 16 then, 25, 36, 49, 64. What am I up to here? 81, 100. We could keep going. I'm running out of room, but that should do it. Okay, so that might be nice to look at when you're trying to figure out the largest perfect square that goes into a number. So let's try another one. If I give you square root of 300, right now, you should be thinking, what's the largest perfect square? So look over here. Decide which is the largest perfect square that goes into 300. Hopefully, you decided, 100 is easy. So if I do 100 times, or radical 100 times radical 3, that's the equivalent to radical 300. I simplify, right? Square root of 100 is 10. I leave the square root of 3 because I can't simplify that. There we go. Okay. One more thing, and then I'll let you go from this. If for some reason you didn't choose the largest perfect square, let's say you chose radical 25 times radical, what is that then? 12. Okay, you could write this as, I know square root of 25 is 5 times rad 12. That's not wrong. It's just not simplified all the way. I can still simplify rad 12 into rad 3 times rad 4. Rad 4 simplifies to 2, so I would end up with 5 times 2 times rad 3, and I would end up with 10 rad 3 again. It just took a little longer to get there. Okay? I think this is enough of you guys having to listen to me for one day. I'm going to post a couple of practice questions for you. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll be in touch.